Oh my god. Y'all. First of all, let me hurry up. Because we got peoples here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. First of all, I'm not going to show my face because I am not cute right now. So y'all just getting. Uh, First of all, it's been a minute. But you know I have to come back because, bro. House of the Dragon? I'm so, like, first of all, okay, this is the spinoff of Game of Thrones. Okay, this is a spinoff. All right, now we all know my love for Game of Thrones, right? So naturally, when they announced that they're going to do a spinoff, at first I was like, why? Like after what they done put us through, why? You know, but I was like, no, we're gonna do a spinoff, and it's going to be. Oh my god, I'm getting so excited! It is going to be Targaryens. Just all we're gonna focus on them. We're not gonna talk about nobody else. We're gonna focus on them and their history, and it's gonna be everything, right? So I was like, okay, cool. So then when they announced, they showed the trailer, and it was like August 21st. Be there. I was like, I don't know if I could be there because I don't have the HBO channel, but I do have the app, so it'll probably be like a couple minutes after. And I was gonna try to watch it like last night on the app, but then I was like, "Child, I'm tired." Mind you, I'm on vacay now. Yay! But this right here. Now, I'm still, of course, it's the first episode. We're still trying to get used to the characters and everything. Girl, the little girl on there giving lesbian vibes. First off, two, she looks like Daenerys. Like what? She looks like Daenerys. So I'm like, It's like that's not her. It's not. It would have been cool if it was her. Like if they did, but I'm pretty sure they're like, no, we're not gonna, you know, go back into that time because it'll lead into the present time of Game of Thrones, right? So this is like 172 years before all of that happened, right? Girl, they sitting here trying to figure out who's gonna be the heir to the throne, right? You got Rhaenyra, if I'm saying her name right. That's the little girl, little blonde girl. Her. You got Damon, okay, who played Philip in The Crown. Excellent. Excellent actor. He's ugly as hell, but he is excellent. We got, because in the beginning they had, I forgot what the queen who was almost queen. We got her, and then we got. Oh, how do I see the chat? I can't see y'all. Hi. Excuse me. We got Viserys, and because Viserys is male, okay, they made him king. There's no way we're gonna let a woman run the country, right? And not to mention, homeboy's wife is pregnant when this happens. So it's like, okay, well, she probably gonna have a boy anyways. Well, 9 years into his ruling, right? 9 years. Apparently, they had 5 babies, all of them dead. She's pregnant again, and it's like this is gonna be the last one, and I ain't doing no more. Okay, so we're gonna park that right there. We got Rhaenyra. She's the princess, but we could tell like she's gonna be, top dog. Like we could tell that, obviously. But she's more reserved. Like it's almost like Queen Elizabeth, the first one. Like the body of a queen, heart of a king, basically type of thing. And sis is like, she's like what's her name? Arya. She's like Arya. Very tomboyish and all that. Her little friend, I wouldn't be surprised they gonna be bumping cooch later on. Then you got Damien over here. He's the brother to the king. He's a hothead. He does what he wants. He fuck who he wants. His wife, not her. He's like, her, not her. Okay, I only did it because y'all said so. I don't want her. I ain't what if it were up to me, I wouldn't even be married. But the king made him, you know, the city watch, which is like the police basically, and him and his people went through there and got rid of all the murderers, all the rapists, all the thieves, all of them, all the bad people in there. Went through there, just took them out. Okay, just wipe them all out. They was like, okay, we get it, but you don't need to be cutting people's penises off because nah. Like, I'm like, why not? Like, you sitting there forcing yourself on somebody. Why not get it chopped off? Like, you don't need it, clearly. Um, but they was like, look, you can do whatever you need to, just don't do that, okay? Okay, you don't wipe out half the city, cause damn. Um, but he also also does, like I said, he does what he wants. Like, he's sitting there cheating on his wife and everything. Like, that's a crime, ain't it? Hello. Um, but what else? What else is there? Like I said, just introducing all the characters. So you got the King's Circle. Okay, you got. You can tell that they definitely keep it within the family. Targaryens are very much known for wedding each other because they're here to keep the bloodline pure. I don't know what's going on with the king, but homeboy had a spot on his back. Ugh, ugh. Why do y'all show that? Ugh. I just thought about it. Look, he had an infection on his back, and they're like, child is nothing. But however, it's not going away either, so it's something, right? And they were sitting there scooping out the. Oh my god. They were scooping out the pus. Ugh. They were scooping out the pus from the. Ugh. Oh, why did they show that? Ugh. Like baby food. Ugh. Sorry for all the babies out there. It's ruined. Um, but yeah, they were scooping that out, and then you had that concern, and but again, you had Rhaenyra. She's a little shooketh because she knows they're her father because the wife is not pregnant. She's like fully pregnant. She's about to drop soon. They are certain that this baby is a boy, and the father, he's like, yep, he's a boy. And they're like, well, we don't know because we didn't check. And they're like, don't even worry about it. You ain't got to check because I just know, right? And then everybody's like, but it could be a girl. And he's like, we already have a girl. We're not doing that. We're having a boy. Let's stay focused here. And the wife, she said her thing. He was like, why is the bath not hot enough? I'm like, what? Because if y'all remember in Game of Thrones, that one scene in the first season when the maid had made the water piping hot, and Daenerys just got in like, hell yeah. And she was like, ma'am, your skin. And she was like, I'm fine, make it hotter. Like, what? What is that? And then, of course, not to mention, this is around the time where all the dragons are alive and whatnot. So keep that in mind, because, they're dragons and all that. Girl. Who the hell is that? I don't care. Go away. We got, so the king, he's basically like, look, and this is not going to be a long review at all. He's basically like, look, I know it's a boy, and we're going to have a celebration. Basically like their version of a baby shower. Because if they have a boy, then they have the heir. He has an heir to the throne, right? So that's why he's so adamant on, oh, it's going to be a boy. It's going to be a boy. So they have this little tournament going on, the jousting and then the killing and all that. And they're sitting there like, why? And I'm sitting there like, yeah, why? Why can't we can't sit here and drink? Like, we gotta kill people? Okay. What if it comes out as a girl and then? Because I was certain, like, that actually would have been dope though if they did that. Like they had the baby and the baby. Anyways, I'm giving away stuff. I'm way ahead of myself. Um. So then, what else? Homeboy. So they're having a little jousting tournament. Damon's down there doing his thing. He gets knocked off because I'm pretty sure like it was all in his mind about the what was going on about the because his if the king doesn't produce an heir, then the next in line would be his brother. That'll be next in line, and nobody wants that. Um, and they're not going down the other route of putting a woman, Rhaenyra, and they're gonna put her because she's a girl. So it's like pick the two evils here. So they're having this whole tournament. The king gets word that the wife, she's about to have her baby. He goes, obviously there's a problem. He goes in there. She's over there, screaming and whatnot, trying to push the baby out. But they're like, okay, something's wrong where the baby is breech, and we can't flip the baby around. So then the king was like, so what do we do? It was like, well, there's a thing where we cut her open. Like you can either sacrifice one and save the other, or we can do both. Which one you want? And meaning we can cut her open, get the baby out, but it's going to be a lot of blood loss, and most likely she's going to die. But the baby will be saved, is the thing. That's the thing. The baby's going to be saved. So, with that, dude was like, ugh. Do I kill my wife and save the child, or do I just lose both of them? Well, this stupid, decided he gonna have her cut, because basically C-section. Okay, that's basically what that was. C-section. Went in there, cut her open. She's like, "What y'all do?" I'm like, "Y'all ain't even bothered." Well, I don't think they put anybody to sleep. I'm like, "Yo, put me to sleep." Like, ugh. Who wants to? Ugh. Shout out to all the women out there that be getting C-sections, because actually they say they do this so they can get a little more money. They really don't have to do it, but child, ugh. Blech. Anyway, um, so they cut her open. Of course, a lot of blood loss. They and she ends up dying. And then we see the baby, and we're like, it's a boy. Like, oh, okay, so it's a boy. And the baby was like crying and making a little baby noise. And then all of a sudden, we switch over to the funeral. And we're like, the wife is, And then they pan over, and the baby died too. I said, I've been like, ooh, I've been like, just take me with you. Like, you sat here and got your wife killed to save the child, and the child died anyway. Ooh. Ooh. You made the executive decision, and you lost both of them anyways. Oh, my God. So they sit there and they burn the bodies, because that's what they did back then. I was like, oh my God, look at that. They had the mummified, and then they had the little baby. Oh, both of them. Wow. So everybody's feeling the loss of that. The scene when the King of the Hand was like about to send his daughter in the king's chambers. I'm like, well, I know you're not trying to pimp your daughter out, but no, she went in there and was like, I remember when I lost my mama. And I was just waiting for somebody to be like, I'm so sorry. How are you? I'm so sorry. Okay. And she's like, I'm so sorry. The king was like, ooh, I'm like, ooh, you gotta feel, ooh, awful. Like you, ooh. So then, now it's, back up in the air. Who's going to be the heir to the throne? Well, it was leaning more towards homeboy Damien. But then Damien decided he gonna have himself a little party, okay, where he's somewhat celebrating the fact that, oh, I'm back in line. We back in line, okay? And so the king finds out about it because, they snitching, okay? Out here snitching. Went and told the king about it. The king was like, brother, I know you're not out here happy that my son is dead. Like, bro, my wife and son is dead. Like, what the fuck? You sitting there celebrating that for your own rise. And he was like, Bro, so, homeboy was like, yeah, well, you're sitting here acting like you done did everything for me, but you haven't, because it's like, you talking about we side by side, but I'm not even, you know, the hand to the king, which is like second in command. And so, dude was like, he's like, I done backed you up and everything. It's like, why would I do that? And I'm like, well, damn, fuck you. Dang. Right? So, um, so the king was like, well, fuck you. Get out. Don't come back. You nothing here. Go back where you came from. Um, he didn't say if I see you again, I'm kill you, but you might as well at this point. Child, he was like, you are no longer the heir. I already have another heir. Fuck you, get out. Right. So homeboy leaves, or so he leaves. Um, and the king calls Rhaenyra down and is like, look, I'm so sorry. Okay, this is all my fault. Here it is. I'm sitting here trying to have a boy, and I done murdered your mother. So listen, I'm cool with you being my heir. I'm cool with it. I know you a girl, but I feel like you got more guts than anybody here. So, so would you like to do it? Yeah, you don't have a choice. Let's go. So they have this whole little ceremony where they're basically crowning her heir to the throne. I'm like, yeah. And then the camera pans to her, and then it fades black. I said, this shit, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. The hook it to the veins. Oh, like, yes. Yes, ma'am. Now, granted, like I said, it was a little confusing because you had to remember this is 172 years before Daenerys. But I'm like, this little girl looks just like her. It's kind of hard not to, think that, but that would have been dope too. Like, but, oh, I'm like, this is what I needed. Like, because I don't, y'all notice I don't watch TV like that anymore. Like, I don't. Like, I said I was going to do P Valley, but I'm like, child, I don't, I care, but I'm like, okay. Um, but it's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. Anyways, I loved it. It was excellent. Definitely every Monday morning you will get a review, a live review, my live reaction to the shenanigans. Oh my god. Anyway, y'all, I will see y'all later. Bye.